So, what do you think about, actually, there was something about Enrique that I didn't tell you ladies about. When he was homeless and prior to getting reconstructed and given a new life back, he had no teeth. Wow. And, you know, Randy and his brother decided to pitch in and bought him a brand new set of teeth. And now he's just so proud.
That's incredible.
That is so very heart-touching.
Yes. That's so incredible. Teeth are like my big thing.
Yes.
I will spend a fortune on my teeth before anything else.
Yeah.
And when I see somebody with a brand new smile, it just like warms your heart.
It does.
So, you know, they're very passionate about the fact that, you know, they're hurt because they feel like they really have tried to open their doors to the community, and sometimes, you know, and I don't want to be perceived as this Latina that's supporting Latinos, because if he was a black man, I would be supporting him because he showed up and, you know, basically he allowed me to go into his home and really expose the truth, you know, and the truth had nothing bad to expose. It was a beautiful truth. It was an inspiring truth, you know. So I just feel like, unfortunately, this time it didn't happen. But hopefully, as people in the community watch this segment, maybe they'll understand that the intentions there are not to hurt.
To hurt people,
right.
You know, the intentions are that, you know what? Yes, and I even asked him, hey, why didn't you get the community involved prior to the construction? You know, maybe if you would have reached out and say, hey, community leaders, this is what we're going to do. Why don't you come be part of it? And what he said is, by law, we have to send letters out to several hundreds of homes in the community and say, hey, this construction is going on. If you want to be part of it, show up. I get that at home sometimes from my neighborhood, right?
Yes.
But nobody showed up.
Nobody. Not a soul.
But you wonder why wouldn't they show up? Maybe because there are not the same people that live with them. Maybe because it's not part of their, you know, type community. Maybe because they're Latinos. Can we be like kind of like a segregation, like, you know, like racist or something? Just because maybe they're because we're African Americans, so he's Latino. No, I'm not gonna support it. Can it be?
It's hard.
Can that be why?
It's hard after seeing this and after hearing what we've heard, and we've only seen one side.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
And you have to keep telling yourself that in your head over and over again, because I can easily take the side of the soccer field and say, you know what, they've totally turned this place around, they've made it less dangerous, they've made it safer, but we've only seen one side. And as long as the residents of Overtown keep us out, and as long as they refuse to open their arms and open their hearts to us, we're never going to get to see their side.
Unfortunately, we do invite them.
We do, but unfortunately, they won't invite us in. And as long as they keep us out, we're never going to know what's going on with them.
Exactly, but with that said, it's clear that we want to hear your side of the story. I want to hear what you think. What was the lady's name?
Patrina Williams.
Patrina Williams. I do invite you to our show if you want to come. Yes. We want to hear your point of view. We want to hear what you think or what you want, or we just want to hear your point of view.
Yeah.
Let's leave it that way.
I think a lot of times what happens is that when there's this type of discrimination, like you're saying, there's a lot of fear involved, and I feel like the community has fear, and, you know, I can understand why, because this is a foreign transplant in something that is, you know, a sore thumb, although it's a beautiful sore thumb. You know, it's very colorful. You know, when I was driving by it almost looked like a fair. They have little, you know, flags from different countries everywhere, you know, lining the field, and but yet it's still a foreign implant there. Exactly. And I think that the best way to battle this division is to really understand the intentions of each other. And like I was telling Randy when I talked to him, you know, our hopes were to provide a platform where each other can state their intentions, which, you know, I'm sure that the intention is to help the community, number one. Number two is, you know what can we do, because we're here for the long haul. I don't think they're going anywhere. As a matter of fact, based on what I heard, they're expanding because they're getting funding. You know, the Downtown Soccer Miami are the sponsors of the Miami Police Department soccer team.
God.
So, you know, there's and that team is very colorful. It's very ethnically diverse. As you saw, they promote different events within the police department, and they support the police department. So, you know, there's a lot to be said about the intentions and where they want to go. So, you know, if maybe they can say, hey, you know what, we're fighting over ridiculous things because we both parties want to help the community.
Right.
Why don't we just unite and make a plan? Let's move forward and let's spread our love.
If you kind of like simplify things, it all seems so juvenile in high school. You know, the community of Overtown, they're the in clique. And these gentlemen just moved into town, and they just want to be friends. You know, they just want everything to be civil. You know, they're the new kids in town, and they're just trying to make friends.
They want to play.
It's like
just want to play.
It's like themselves in Overtown. Are they originally were they all born in the United States? Were they all born in Overtown? No, you just came and you wanted to grow up, and you chose that part of the country, or the city, of the state, or whatever to grow up in. And we just took you. We called you. We were like, okay, welcome. You're welcome to stay. Come on, live with us. Why don't they do the same with these people that they're not doing any harm? They're actually helping the community. They're helping the kids that are growing in the community. And I do see, I mean, I support 100% the field. I do support
and you know, the one clarification is that not all of the community is against it. You know, obviously there's this gentleman who grew up in the streets of Overtown, and he supports it. There's people, he was showing me basically, the soccer field is here and it faces Overtown. There's a street here, and Overtown is right there, and then downtown Miami's over here. But what he's saying is that their neighbors that are watching them are supportive. They come, they hang out, they participate in their barbecues and stuff. And as a matter of fact, when I contacted Randy originally, he was surprised that there were still people talking about it, that there were still people that were dissatisfied, you know? And I think that sometimes, even if it's a few people, if they're in a position of power and they're leaders, they have a voice, so it might seem like it's magnified, you know, when in reality it might be fewer people than we think.
Well, it's possible that they've just it's been distilled. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the people that were upset are probably still upset, but why are they going to sit here and yell and scream? I mean, think about when you're with your boyfriend and you're having an argument or a fight, and it's heated and you're mad and you're angry, and some time goes by and you're not still yelling, but you're still mad at him, and you still don't want to talk to him.
There's resentment there.
And there's resentment there.
Right.
And I'm sure it's going to be like that for a very long time. Even though they're not still yelling and screaming and carrying on,
that's a good point.
Still upset.
Yeah, that's a good point. And maybe time is what's going to show them that these people, you know, maybe they're being observed, and maybe that's healthy, right? Because it's forcing them to be in their best behavior. And, you know, despite the fact that their intentions seem genuine, maybe they're making them work a little harder to reach out, and maybe that is healthy.
All right, ladies, this is an issue that we could talk about all day long, and I'm hoping that Patrina Williams, if you're watching, you give us a call or you contact us on Facebook.com/Insight Talk Show, and we'll get together and hopefully we can hear your side of the story. Unfortunately, we have to take a break right now.